Hello everybody, American Rail fan. Welcome to the first video of 2026. Last year was very amazing, just as great as 2024 was. But today, for this video won't be very long, but I do have something pretty good to show you. As you all know, about a week and a half ago I took a trip down to the Atlanta metropolitan area in Georgia, which that was very successful. 4 full days down there, which was double the length of the last 2 times I was there, both in March and August. And in the meantime, while I was down there, I decided to go over to Stone Mountain, Georgia, where there's this big ol' cliff mountain in the middle of a neighborhood and in the middle of a suburb, which is something you don't see a lot. There are many things to do at Stone Mountain Park, like the sky ride that takes you over 1,000 feet in elevation. There's a tourist railroad, which is what this video will be about, that goes around the mountain and pretty much shows you the scenery and stuff. And there's a bunch of gift shops over by the train depot, and there are some other things you can do at Stone Mountain Park. Now, for my over hour-long Georgia video, I did put my videos of Stone Mountain in that video, but this video you're watching right now is just gonna be about Stone Mountain. So basically, I'm just gonna go into a little more detail about Stone Mountain Park than I did in my Georgia video, because I didn't really go much into detail about Stone Mountain Park in the Georgia video, but that's what this video is gonna be for. So let's get right into it. Stone Mountain is a suburb about 8 miles east of Atlanta and 2 miles south of Little Bern. There are many things to do here at Stone Mountain Park, but for this, we're going to be talking about the tourist railroad. The railroad operates 3 EMD locomotives, 2 of them being FP7s and 1 being GP7, with the 2 FP7s numbers being 6143 and 6147. But sadly, this video will only feature 6143, as that is the only one that I saw while I was there. And here it is, returning to the depot after completing its 35-minute run around the mountain. The FP7 seen in this video was built in November of 1950 for the Southern Railway. It later had a spot on the New Georgia Railroad roster until 2010, where it was rebuilt and put on the Stone Mountain Scenic Railroad's roster. And now, let's get this train one more time. Here comes 45 minutes later, and listen to the engineer quilling that horn. Stone Mountain Railroad was formed in 1962 as a freight operation, hauling coal and other things like that. I don't know if I'm exactly right about that, but they were hauling freight. But a little while later, the tracks would go out of service until the 70s or 80s when the railroad was brought back for tourists. At first, they were hauling steam engines and streetcars for tourists until they got rid of them in the 80s and replaced them with the diesel locomotives. And ever since the tracks were rebuilt in the 70s or so, there is no connection to outside railroads, so these locomotives are stuck in a circle. If you ever find yourself in the Atlanta metropolitan area, make sure you go to Stone Mountain, Georgia, especially the park, to check out everything that is featured there, including the tourist railroad. You get to see old locomotives in a really nice paint scheme, and the crews are almost always friendly. They'll always give you horn salutes. And that will do it for today's video. If you enjoyed, consider pressing that like button and subscribing if you enjoy my content. I am only about 200 subscribers away from reaching 4,000. So please, can we reach 4,000 this year? And with nothing more to say, see you when the trains come.